Hello, this is Morgan, and welcome back to SkyFactory2. As you can see behind me, I went a little overboard with cows and the processing of those cows via the turtles. Let me get this all loaded in so you guys can see a little better. And let me get out of F5 mode. So what I did was I added a few additional levels here. So I think originally I just had the 14 on the bottom. So I added another 14 on this row, and I think I got this one about half full. I really don't need all that many more. I built it more for symmetry for right now, and if I start seeing that I'm a little low on a particular resource, I can always go and add additional cows and just put them with the same ender tanks and get things flowing again. And speaking of ender tanks, that was one of the changes I made. I think in my original design I just had barrels. Now I've actually got the fluid transposer outports to an ender tank, and this one is cyan, white cyan. So whatever this one is, let me see what this one is. This is molten enderium. And if we go over here, wherever cyan, white cyan, where's my molten enderium? I think it's this one. So this goes into the ender tank here, down into the casting basin where the hopper pulls it out and goes into this chest. I've been running this for about 2 days now. So I started down here. These were the first couple that I made. So here's my Manuelian tank, and you can see in here I have almost a small chest full of Manuelian blocks, not just ingots, but blocks. Here's some shiny, which is the platinum also is what's called. Enderium blocks. I've got Invar, I think, on down the line here. There's a couple items that are a little bit different. So pig iron, there's no block for pig iron. So I've actually got a casting table here with an ingot cast, and my pig iron's actually flowing through that. So you can see I've got a full diamond chest, full to the brim of pig iron ingots. Now, obviously this is a little bit overboard. I don't know what I would use this much pig iron for. Some of the other blocks, like what's this? Here's iron. I mean, we use iron for everything, so yeah, that makes sense. Pig iron, I can make some tools, and maybe I'll make an armory just for various tools. But I mean, there's no need to have that much pig iron. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Also, I've got Pocophinium. It's another one of those blocks where it's really just used for the tinker's tools and really not for anything else. Same with alumite. I'm gonna have to find something. Maybe I'll just build a crap ton of beacons and just get it going. Over here in this one, this is actually a meat. So I had a meat cow, a liquid meat cow. So this one's going through a meat packer. You can see it's empty now because it's processed everything and it's probably waiting for its next bucket. And so this needed power, so I just have a tesseract. I'm going a little overboard with tesseracts, but it's still pretty easy. And I think this is just configured to pull from my main power grid, which is the lava gen. And you can see already now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 stacks of meat ingots, which when you cook those, you can actually create food with them. So maybe what I'll do is I'll also stick a redstone furnace here and then spit them back out. I really don't have any need for that. I mean, with all these cows I've got and everything else, I mean, I suppose I could transition to the meat ingots, the cooked meat ingots for my primary source of food. Maybe that's not a bad idea, but I mean, I think I've got probably hundreds of stacks of raw beef in here. Let's stack real quick. Yeah, I mean, I got 2,000 raw beef in here. So, I mean, I really don't need, at least for the time being, anything like that. One of the other changes I made was I redid a little bit. Don't pay any attention to this one. This is processing my crushed endstone, just so I could start building up some draconium stockpile. But I went ahead and redid some of this. I was really inefficient with the way I was running my wires as far as using up channels and stuff like that. So I've actually I have a single dense cable with a P2P over here. So that'll pull 32 channels from the P2P down there. And I'm running just a dense cable here, and I'm branching off to power just a handful of the machines and stuff that I need. I need to redo all of this anyway. So, but this is at least a little bit more efficient. It allowed me to stick in an extra deep storage for smooth stone. As you can see, my deep store for cobble is up to 57 million. So I've got some additional automation I need to do, like with the crushed end stone, and I got to get a few other things done with that. I think I got so I even removed my aluminum processing just because I really don't need any aluminum. As a matter of fact, I can probably just void all the ores except for the things that I can't get with the cows, because I think I've got just in 2 days of this. Here's Enderium. I've got this is like the equivalent of 9,000 Enderium ingots. So I don't anticipate running out of any ores anytime soon. I do want to process things that I can't get from the cows. This is so overkill that I really don't know what to do. There's a few more things I could do. This is seared stone. This is almost full. I could start processing those into seared stone ingots, but other than, and that's not a bad idea because I probably do want a smeltery so I can create some new weapons and things like that. But there's really, it's all overkill at this point. Let's see here. I need to expand my farm a little bit. I need to start building up stockpiles of specific minerals that I can't get from the cows, like diamonds. I've got too many the wither seed essence or whatever, wither essence. I think I've got diamond here and diamond there, and 2 of those back there are the Enderman crop, because I was using those to create the end stone. That's why I have the deep storage for stone. I really don't know what else to do with these. Again, I'll probably add a few duplicate cows just to speed up some of the processing of ingots. I'll run through quite often. I don't know if there was I don't think I have a tin cow. I should probably check the config and see what cows are available. Oh, I guess maybe there's a tin cow. Yeah, there is a tin cow. So maybe I can add a tin cow if I don't already have one. The other thing is I also need to bring all of these ores into our ME system. Probably the easiest way to do it would be to just put hoppers underneath these chests and just run those into an import bus somewhere down here below. That's probably not a bad idea. I really don't need all of this junk going. I certainly don't want it just collecting here, because this doesn't do me any good if it's in these chests. I really need these in the system. I might want to maybe I can have a level emitter that checks ingots and breaks the blocks down as needed. But I can automate that with the crafting processors and all that stuff if I put enough templates and interfaces in anyway. So maybe I don't really need that. I don't know. So those are things I'm going to probably start playing with a little bit. One of the things I'm going to need, let me make sure I can get down here, is I'm going to need to start working on my big reactor. So I'm right now I'm getting, I think I've got several thousand yellorium ingots. As I get yellorium dust, and I don't remember which one this is from. Okay, yeah, this is from sand. So I want to continue to process sand through the sieve to get the yellorium, but all the rest of this stuff, well, I guess I could keep the Certus quartz, but for the most part, all of these other ores, I don't need. I'll probably just have to start avoiding them. But anyway, that's interesting. But so I'll probably, I could use the other thing I could use is once I get the big reactor up and running, then I can start using the laser. Yeah, the Mine Factory Reloaded laser drill and pre-chargers to generate via the yellow laser focus to generate even more yellorium. I believe it'll pull in yellorium and it'll pull in gold ingot or gold ore and probably some other stuff too. So I need to get one of these online, but I'll probably do that after I get the big reactor online. And speaking of the big reactor, one of the things I'm going to need to start doing is building these casings. Graphite bars, I believe, are just from smelting down either coal or charcoal. So I'm probably going to want to get a farming station set up, or even a harvester, planter, and all that stuff back here a little bit, just for charcoal production. I did make up a few more of the. Let me go down a little bit. A few more of the what are these things in here? I forget already. Lily pads of fertility. So I'll probably make another planting station. This one is actually way underused. I've got an octatic capacitor in here, but I'm only using an 8x8. So I probably need to make this even bigger, at least the pad, so that I can process not only additional magical crops, but also the trees and stuff that I want to use to make the charcoal that I can then use to make the graphite. So those are some things I'm going to start doing. This is going to be a really short one today. I just wanted to give you an update. I mean, I'll go through here real quick and just show you just over 2 days the amount of stuff I've got. So I've got aluminum brass. Oh, and that was another thing I did originally. In that gold chest right there, I actually created casts for each of the Tinker's items. So initially I had a casting table here just to get those casts, but now I'm just collecting the block form. I don't even need the blocks, but over here we've got silver. That's the alemite, titanium, cobalt. This is iron. That's my pig iron. There's ardite. This is the fairy blocks, which have no real use outside of Tinker's. Bronze. Electrum. I got plenty of electrum. Steel. I have a glass cow, so I'm creating a bunch of clear glass on demand. This is the gold. There's emerald blocks. This is copper. Lead. What is this one? Signalum. I think the signalum is used primarily for it's either the reinforced or the hardened machines. So, I'll probably use a little bit of it, but there's really no need to have that much. Here's Invar. There's the Indirium I mentioned. There's the shiny blocks and the manulin. So, I mean, I have got literally... Come on, jump up. So I've got way too much stuff here. So I'm going to have to find some uses for it. Well, that'll about cover it for today. I just wanted to give a quick update and show you what you can collect with this little system here over the course of a couple of days. I did change out one more thing. I changed out a few of these things to use the bedrockium drums. As you can see, I've already got almost 300,000. I just switched these over just a little bit ago. 300,000 of the jelly cryothium, which is what I want to use as my reactor coolant. Here's Mob Essence. Yeah, I'm almost 300,000 for that. A lot of these installed out because I was using the regular drums. Like this one, you can see is full. The other nice thing about this system is when these drums are full, the transposer can't put any more fluid in. And so what happens is the bucket just sits here. And so what that means is, since there's no empty bucket here, it can't really do anything. And so it's just going to cycle and just wait. And it'll start back up as soon as you take a bucket out. Because it'll be able to, fit more stuff in. So it's kind of a nice little setup here. And I probably need to switch this. Well, I don't really need to. I've got 256 buckets worth of destabilized redstone. But I can switch all these over as I do my cobble production. I can switch all these over into, or the ones that still have barrels or drums, into using the vacuum drums. This is biofuel, which I don't imagine I'll use. But anyway, that's just want to give a quick update, like I said. So leave a like or a comment, and I will see you guys the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.